including the La Valencia Hotel and George's at the Cove restaurant, that are suing the city. They say the city has to come up with a comprehensive plan because it's driving people away. Joining us live now is Bryan Pease, who is an attorney that also represents the Animal Protection and Rescue League. If you know, I know it's a different case. Give me a second here, Bryan. I'm trying to introduce you to our audience because they know you from being over at the children's pool as an advocate for the seals.
Right.
You are saying now, yes, that is a different scenario there than it is over here. How come?
Yeah, different species, different area. The harbor seals at the children's pool are not causing any odor. Where they rest and actually where they defecate is washed away by the waves. It's on the sandy beach. They need that protection because they're very vulnerable on land. The sea lions here at the Cove are very agile. They're much larger animals with large flippers. They can climb high up on rocks. So what we have here is we have this long, flat, rocky area where not only the sea lions but also the cormorants and the pelicans can get right up on those rocks, and they're not washed away by the waves. The state of California has said that the city can't take any action, can't even use seawater.
Why can't we wash the rocks off?
The state of
rocks will wash off with just water.
Yeah, it's a case of they're trying to use a one-size-fits-all regulation to prevent the city from taking any action to rid the poop that's here on these cliffs. But if this fence were not here, which apparently was built without any permits or environmental impact report, people could just walk right down on the rocks, and the sea lions and the birds would probably poop somewhere else. Unlike the harbor seals, which definitely
need that area for a rookery.
Yeah.
That's a different animal, so to speak, than this area, which has the flat rocks and the cliffs, and the birds and the sea lions and the seals can go anywhere else here.
Exactly.
All right. When the people are on the rocks, etc.
Yeah, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. We should definitely respect the wildlife, respect the marine mammals, don't approach them. But if people were allowed to use these rocks, then we wouldn't have sea lions and birds pooping right there on them.
All right, as I pointed out, we have done a number of stories on this, and when we were here before, we were told that the fence was put up because somebody fell off the rocks and sued the city. And you're saying, we're really trying to protect people from themselves here when we have, perhaps all of this loss from the businesses over the stench.
Yeah, you can't just put up a fence and deny people coastal access. There wasn't any, from what we can tell, any kind of permitting or public input that went into this. The city just put up this fence, and now people can't go down on the rocks.
So the ball is in Jan Goldsmith's court, City Attorney Jan Goldsmith?
Yes, we're asking Mr. Goldsmith, tear down this wall.
All right, where do we stand with this? You filed the suit, now what?
Well, now the city has 30 days to respond, as well as the state of California. We've named the state of California in this suit as well because the state has prevented any action really from being taken. Other than the city built this fence, but the state won't allow the city to do anything else as far as washing the rocks or anything like that. So.
I mean, Filner at one point said, I'm coming down here with a hose, I'm going to wash the rocks. And apparently the word was, no, you can't.
Right. Yeah.
All right, Bryan, thanks for clearing all this up. All right. Again, as Bryan says, this is a different animal, so to speak. The Cove over there with the seals